Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network.
You make me feel like I've been locked out of hell.
A mix of today's hits and hard-to-find favorites, combined with the most entertaining and intriguing talk anywhere. This is your sound. This is the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network at UPNradio.com.
From New Jersey and Hollywood, California. It's Denise Otten and Alternative Health Talk with celebrity guests, celebrity doctors, scientists, and holistic health counselors. And today, the most special guest, I never realized that I could actually help my animals by hiring a pet communicator. Today, we have Susan Allen, straight from Marina del Rey, California. Welcome. She is a pet communicator and a medium. And yes, she helped me with my kitty. I tell you, I'm not kidding. If anybody would have told me that this was possible, I would have said, yeah, right, you're such a liar. But no kidding, Susan helped me remotely from California, and I had a very bad time with my kitty. She bit me really hard. I had to go to the emergency room, get an antibiotic, and if anybody knows me, they know that I do not get antibiotics unless it's like death and dread. And I was infected with a bad cat bite, and I said, I can't keep this cat. Is there something wrong with her? Does she have rabies? And the minute that I said rabies, the animal control was at my house ready to get my cat and take it away. You can't say rabies just by asking the question. You really can't. So I called Susan, and let me tell you that within 24 hours, my cat was calm, and we were a family again. It took about actually 48 hours for her to be more loving to me, but within 24 hours, it was totally calm. And I couldn't believe it. I was just shocked. And she came to me and she nuzzled up to me, and I was like, oh my God, Susan, what did you do? So I had to have Susan on. She's a beautiful woman inside and out. Please welcome Susan Allen, pet communicator from California. Welcome.
Thank you, Denise. How are you?
Great. I'm so excited. We finally got you on the air. She's such a talent. People don't know about her. Forget about the Long Island medium. It's Susan, the California medium. But the pet, okay, so Susan, you have to tell me, how did you figure out that you could hear a pet talk to you?
Well, I was working with a horse in Malibu. I was doing massage and I was brushing on him. I couldn't ride. I was having difficulty with a hip and I couldn't get on him, but I just went up and I gave him a lot of love. I didn't own the horse. He was my former friend's horse in training.
Okay.
And I just go up every week. I think I went up for a year. I just spent time with him and gave him carrots. And then right before I wasn't going to see him for like six weeks, I communicated that to him mentally. And during that whole year, I was going back and forth with him communicating, and I was thinking I was completely crazy. You know, here I am, some crazy woman thinking hearing what this horse.
Well, what did he say to you?
He had told me about his history in a former country, and that he left a favorite horse behind, and told me about his branding when they branded him. He was a high-end dressage horse. He was sort of semi-retired at this point.
Okay.
And I would just bawl and check the ranch and think, if there's cameras here, I am not going to be allowed up here anymore. And when I told him I wouldn't see him for 6 weeks and he better just let me kiss his head because he was this giant horse.
Yeah.
Within a minute of my telepathically saying that, he dropped his head, his ears came forward, his eyes closed, and he was just mush in my hands. And
oh my God.
Oh, wow, something just happened.
Right.
And that was kind of the first formal.
Okay.
I always was very, very sensitive as a kid, and when I was around animals, it was like my dad's go-to. You know, if there was a problem with Susie or she was upset, it was, let's take her to the petting zoo, or, you know, get her a duck or something.
Right.
And it would just...
A duck? A duck.
Not a duck. I had a chick.
Oh, how
I had a
cute.
chick, and it was just not the right thing to do. I tell parents, don't buy your kids chicks before Easter. It's just not, don't do that.
Oh, no.
But that's, uneducated people. My parents thought that that would be a cool thing. And
Why was it not good?
well, because when the chick grows up and you're in Brooklyn, New York, and you got to, they don't, my mother would never allow that. So then I don't know what happened to my ducks or my chickens.
Oh, Brooklyn, New York. So she's a New Yorker. I forgot to say that. So fellow New Yorker, yay. But now I want to go back to when you first started doing this for a profession and you realized you can really do a lot more than you expected. What was like the one thing that you said, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. And that was when I was really sold.
There were a couple.
What was the most amazing thing that you
Well,
communicated with the animal?
seeing it was initial. I don't know if I believed in what I was doing for like the first 200 readings. I remember.
Really?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was the biggest skeptic. But then I'd get emails and texts from people. But I was doing them initially for free because I didn't quite believe that I had this gift. And I remember I talked to this dog, and the minute I opened up his picture, because in the beginning it was just like Technicolor.
Yeah.
It was really loud, and I was trying to calm it, but it was really loud and scary. And
Yeah.
I'd open up a picture, and even before the reading started, and the dog was like, I'm going crazy. I need a walk, and I have a concrete backyard, and I'm worried about my mom. And I got the woman on the phone. And sure
That's
enough,
what the dog said.
yeah, and sure enough, the woman took another 20 hours at work as a bookkeeper.
Oh no.
She wasn't walking him. She was just letting him in the backyard, and it was a townhouse with a concrete backyard. So after the reading, and I told her, he's worried about you. He says, your breathing's off when you're sleeping.
Really?
He's trying to give her a message of, take care of yourself, Mom,
Wow. And you caught that.
Yeah. Well, the dog caught it, and, spirit works through people. And,
Okay.
people are always the messengers for
Right.
information. And
Right.
so he told me, and she texted me that they were on a walk, and his behavior became amazing. And then her husband was a trainer at Santa Anita Raceway.
Wow.
Went down, and I talked to one of their horses, and I was like, okay, you're really important, but you got to win. You're really important, but you got to win. And I kept talking to her, and she's like, oh, I just feel like a number. And it was really crazy. Well, anyway, she came and she placed.
Wow. Oh my God. So they like wanted you by the track all the time, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't want to go there because it was, I didn't want to go to the track, to be honest with you.
You could probably feel the other horses, listen to the other horses.
Yeah, I love working on animals, hands-on, mostly horses, but I mostly do all of this remotely.
Okay, so I want to just go straight to the readings because not only does she read what the animals are saying, oftentimes it comes out with somebody needed some help in the family, somebody was sick or something like that.
That's right.
And so I'm going to have you do the first reading. There's a call-in. And caller, we have Keith. We're not going to give people's names because not everybody's really into this, and I don't want you to judge people. I just want you to know that I had the most amazing experience with it, and I want you to see for yourself other people's experiences live and in person, and then you can call her yourself. And your website is what? Susan Allen?
It's SusanAllenPsychicMedium.com.
SusanAllenPsychicMedium.com. Sounds like a lot, but you can remember Susan Allen is a psychicmedium.com. So our first caller is Keith. Keith, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Oh, perfectly. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Great. So Keith, we have you have an animal that you'd like Susan Allen to communicate something with. Is that correct?
I do. Okay. Her name is Sadie.
Her name is Sadie, and she is what kind of animal? Dog or cat? Or other?
She's a dog.
Okay. So Susan, now everybody, I want to let you know that when Susan is looking down, she is concentrating. It's not that she's ignoring us. She really wants to zero in on the animal. And then once she hears something, she's going to give us a little tidbit. She's focusing in on the animal, and she will
Okay, I'm ready.
go.
Keith, I have Sadie, and are you not home right now, or are you home?
No, I'm home.
Okay. So she's wondering, are you going to take her for a walk in the next 30 minutes? Is this a play date day for her? Do you go with the neighbors today?
She definitely has a play date every day, sometime between the next 30 minutes and the next hour, yes.
Okay, cool. So she knows, and she's like, let's go, let's go. Okay.
How do the dogs know how to tell time?
Anyway, she's telling me that she has a little arthritis in her back. I see her getting up a little bit, and I see like a little hesitation. Like I just felt it. I'm feeling it in my hip more than my knee. Like I'm feeling a stiffness in the hip area. Has that been anything that's come up, or do you notice it more now?
Absolutely. I'm actually quite concerned about it.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me just talk to her about that.
I could help with the vitamins later.
Okay.
Okay.
This girl is good.
She says it feels better when she moves, though, just like people, you know. She says it doesn't stop her, but she forgets that she's an older gal now, and she wants to play and run and have a good time. She says, she's telling me to tell you that she's really okay, though, that you worry more than how she worries. She's basically telling me, I'm okay. Tell Dad I'm okay. Did she throw up? She said, I threw up this week or last week. I can't get a time on that.
Well, last week she had an upset stomach, yes.
Okay. All right. That's it. So Denise can help you with a probiotic, maybe. Are you on a probiotic right now?
No.
Is the dog on a probiotic? Forget about you.
There's no mistake. I worded it right. You both probiotic. I'm not a medical medium. I don't think I am, but sometimes it comes up. Okay.
Well, see, I'm a holistic health counselor, and if she tells you there's something wrong, I can help you with the dog, the animal, the vitamin that the animal might need. So she needs some chondroitin for her hip, and also probiotics for both of you.
I heard chondroitin. You know, just the simple chondroitin will fix
right.
it.
It does. It's a beautiful thing. Just go to a really excellent pet store and get a high quality chondroitin and give it to her daily because she's older.
Well, that I think she's on already. Is that glucosamine?
Correct. Well, then you need to give her a little bit more. You're not giving her enough.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. She just needs more.
So maybe day and night.
She just jumped up. So whatever you girls are talking about, she's aware of.
She's tuned in to Susan, not me.
I think she likes you, Denise. She's a good girl. She said, I'm Sadie girl. I'm a very good girl. Keith, you know, it's so funny. I feel your mother around you. I'm asking her, well, what's the message? What's the message? And she's like, does she have a childhood dog of yours in spirit? Because I'm seeing her telling me I'm going to be the dog angel. I'm going to grab the soul of any of my children's dogs when they cross over. Sadie's not ready. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying your mother's there with a childhood animal. She's holding it.
Well, we did have a poodle, a little white poodle that my mother took great care of and even personally took her in the backyard and buried her after she passed on. So there could be something of that nature.
I do feel that after that poodle, she didn't want another dog. I'm feeling that. I think the loss was pretty big.
She didn't.
Yeah, I feel like it was a tremendous loss for her. But I like this lady. She's kind of sassy, you know. She's got a scotch in her hand or some kind of darker drink with ice cubes, and she's just fun. Like, I think I would really like her in life. Like, she's kind of like a
Party
little
girl.
life of the party. You know,
So was your mother a party girl, Keith?
No, but we're probably talking about my grandmother and not my mother, I have a feeling.
Oh, yes. Okay, let me see. And did she have like reddish, brownish hair? Light brown, like dusty?
Yes. Uh-huh.
And it's your grandmother. She's
pretty spot on.
She's a lot of fun.
Yes, she was.
She's talking about a new project that you're going to work on. She's helping you with it. And it's going to be quite a good one for you. It's going to bring a lot of happiness and joy into your life. You're like you're in the in-between phases of it. Like, there's some indecision, but it's going to actually work out really well. And Sadie's going to like be a part of that. She's already, saying my daddy's going to be so successful at this. Whatever this is, I don't get a clear picture of what this is because it's still in the formation part of it, still happening.
Does that make sense to you, Keith?
Good. A little bit. I'm definitely in between stages of careers, so that part makes sense. Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But it's going to be you have nothing to worry about. This is going to really take off for you. She keeps seeing a puppy. So are you thinking about a puppy? Or I'm feeling like in the past she might not have been okay with another dog, but I think she likes the company because she says she can't move as much as she used to. So she might like a dog to look at in the room with her to keep her going. So I don't know if that's something you were thinking of, but she's kind of giving you, she's giving you the pause up.
I have been thinking about that because before she, it was definitely not something she would want, and now it seems her whole kind of demeanor has changed in the last really 6 months, but 6 months to a year, but 6 months for sure.
Yeah.
And definitely mobility seems to be more challenging for her.
Yeah, and she would like, I think she would like to enjoy a younger dog in the house, to watch. And have that dog like bounce around. She said she'll watch. She may not get up and play too much, but she'd actually enjoy it. So that would be something that you can consider doing at this point. I feel like she'd be open.
Okay. So Keith, what you have to do now with your animal, with Sadie, little Sadie, is you have to give her more chondroitin. That's very, very important. So double it up.
I would double.
And there is I had a vet tell me to go get Pet-Dophilus, which is made by Jarrow. It's a very good probiotic. Pet-Dophilus for the dog. What's it called again? Pet-Dophilus. Pet-Dophilus. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it in a really good health food store. It's for pets. And for you, go to your local health food store or local Whole Foods and ask them for an excellent quality probiotic that has Bifidobacillus and Acidophilus in it. So that's for you. And there's a difference. Pet has lower doses, and the adult, the human, has higher doses. So you could take the same thing, but you'd have to, triple it up and quadruple it up for you. So just get a Pet-Dophilus.
Right.
And the chondroitin is going to work magically. Perhaps the one that you have is either old or you don't have a good quality. So check with a really good pet store, not a regular pet store, like, a really good one where there's an owner that's, that knows their business. And then you'll get a really high quality. I can't remember the brands.
Okay, I will.
It works because a good chondroitin will work in a couple of days.
Okay, great.
Now,
thank you.
Do you have any questions for Susan?
I do.
Okay.
Susan, can you communicate with Sadie and find out why she won't come sleep in her bed in the bedroom when I'm in there anymore?
It's a good question.
Yeah. Hold on. It is a really good question.
I have the same question for my dog.
I think she's cooler in the other room. I'm feeling like she gets hot at night, and sometimes she wants to go to the other room to, stretch her legs. But she says when he wakes up, I'm there.
Sounds like a girl.
Well, I come get on the couch with her where she sleeps in the morning. So our routine is the same. It's just I come to her now as opposed to.
Okay. I think it's because
Before.
she's better in your room. She's better. She says it's cooler down there.
Maybe you need a fan.
Yeah, a little fan. There you go. Not directly on
So
her.
it's cooler. It's cooler where she goes, or it's too cold in the other room for her.
She's saying she's cooler in the other room. That's what she says.
Got it. Okay.
She's too hot. She's
like
got
a-
a sweater that you can't take off. You have a shirt that you can take off, so therefore she's going to be hotter than you.
Okay. Got it. And then is there anything else she wants me to know? Just anything?
Just, she loves you so much, Keith, and she's telling me, let him know. And she jumps up on your shoulders. Is that something that she used to do that she doesn't do anymore? She's jumping.
Yeah, she has a hard time jumping. She has a hard time jumping anywhere.
But she's doing
Right.
it in my mind's eye, so that's her way of saying, you're so great. I just love you. Keep up the great work that you're doing.
Yay. What a beautiful
Good.
thing. Thank you for calling in,
Yeah.
Keith. That was great. I
You're
like
welcome.
that reading.
Thank you.
Thank you, Keith.
Thank
Have
you.
a great
Be
day.
well.
And stay tuned with Susan Allen. We're going to have a new reading. We have another caller, I
good.
believe, that's on hold. Susan, are you ready for someone else? You ready? We may even switch animals. We're going to have an orangutan. No orangutans. Okay, who's on hold? Please, caller, tell me who you are.
Hi, my name is Elaine and Fran.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you? Elaine and Fran.
Hi.
And what are your- what are
Two
your
people?
names?
Is it Fran who's
We
calling
are-
in?
Fran. Well, yeah, Fran and Elaine, two people, and we have two kitties, Graham and Champy.
Okay.
Oh, cute.
So I got initially Graham is just angry at Champy.
Really?
So he's like, she's just in my space. So are you having difficulty with them?
Yes, that's exactly the problem. They were attacking each other last night, and we didn't know what the heck to do.
Yeah, and I feel like Champy is starting it. I think she's like just being
A scutch. We call that a scutch in our New York area.
That's true.
Yeah, I've heard scooch before.
Okay, so I'm just trying to find out why Champy is doing that.
First, I might say she's spot on with the space issue. She got it right away.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Champ has sometimes does like a hit and run, a
Yes.
good hook, a good left hook, and
No,
run.
I feel that. I feel like she's just going and running.
Boom.
Like, oh, you're not going to start this. We've been together too long.
Yeah. My cat does the same. My cat does it to my dog.
I think it's more about space. Do you have two litter boxes by any chance?
No, just one.
I think you need to get another one, and I think they want their own space. Like, I feel like Champy wants distance, and he doesn't even want to share the same box. I always get sexes wrong, so if they're both female, I apologize. It doesn't matter in the spirit world what they are, unless they literally tell me what sex they are. It doesn't belong.
Graham is male. Champy's a girl.
Okay, so it is the girl that's starting the trouble. You need
Don't we always?
I would get 2 litter boxes at this point, and try it in like if you have on different parts of the house, like the opposite part of the house, I'd get a second litter box so they can have some of their space. I think it's going to really remedy the issue.
Really? Okay. We'll certainly give it a try.
And how old is Champy?
They're both about 5 years old.
Okay.
They're both rescued from the same place as kittens.
Oh.
Okay. Well, they still really do love each other, but it's this thing of territory and space. I thought originally I was going to say, hey, you want to try some of those plug-in hormones for cats because they work, but I think it's more a territory thing right now. I would try that. I think that, and let me know, email me and tell me if that works. I'd be curious.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question before you get off that thought?
Yeah.
Susan, what is Champy actually saying to you? What do you hear him saying?
I thought I already said that. I said, well, it's more Graham that's telling me that she's starting, but I feel like they need space. I feel like they want different litter boxes at this point. I think that's a territory thing. So if we can get them a separate litter box.
Okay.
I think it's really going to help.
Okay. Beautiful.
It originally started attacking Champ a few years ago, and we did spray some hormones around to try to calm him down. But now it's really her going after him.
Yeah, I know. He told me, so it's evident. That's why I'm saying try the litter box first. I feel like that's going to make a huge difference. They need a separate litter box. It's
okay.
About territory. They're getting older. They're like teenagers now. It's just like people, they start acting out.
Yeah.
When they become teenagers. So she's getting, a bit of an attitude, and she's being a jerk, and she knows it, and I think that she'll be happier with her own litter. And it's more of a mess to clean up, but you'll have a peaceful household.
And it's not, you don't think it's a hormonal thing?
I don't feel that.
Okay.
I mean, we could revisit that, but I didn't feel it. I usually can tell, but I didn't feel it.
And Fran and Eileen, do you have other questions about these pretty pussycats?
I have a question. Did you? Was there one
question about?
Was there one cat? I'm sorry. Was there a cat?
Elaine plays with both of them, but Graham, he's like almost like a little dog. I mean, he rides the skateboard, he comes, he sits, he gives paw, he jumps over hurdles, and he trains every night. As a matter of fact, right around this time. And Champy looks at him like, what is wrong with you? But she hangs around, and we wonder, is there a jealousy of that he's getting a lot of attention and she's not getting that attention?
She's not interested in doing any of that. She is like, let him do his thing.
What it looks like.
She's like, I'm totally happy. I get really good food. I'm loved. It's like a rebellion territory thing. I'm still getting that. And how cool he rides a skateboard. You have to show me that. I'd love to see that. A cat on a skateboard. I love all that.
Put it on YouTube.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
I want to see that. I have a question though. There's a cat in spirit. I want to say a tabby cat. Who had the tabby cat?
Yeah, I had 2 cats for over 20 years that passed away about 6 years ago.
You had two of them. There's one that's really coming through, though. I see another one coming in behind that one, but there's one that's coming in, and he's saying, I was mama's boy. I was mama's boy.
A boy cat.
Was it a boy?
They were both girls. There was a tabby. They were both kind of tighter. One had long, fluffy fur, and one had a little more white on her chest.
I feel like it's the one with the white on her chest.
Her name was Clark, so she had a boy's name.
Well, there you go. See, she's not. When I tell you Susan is good, she is good. You just have to listen carefully. Don't say no. Say okay, and then think about it.
I just feel like this cat was. Feel like this cat was like it has become like a spirit animal for you. It came walking right in.
Yeah.
And this is a cat that's really missed. This is a cat you think about a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have a big picture of her in the stairwell, so every day I kind of take a look.
So you basically say hello and goodbye to her every day you go up and down those stairs. Or, sorry, she corrected me. Good morning and good night. Is that like something you do?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah. She just showed me that. And she goes, they think about us often, and I'm so grateful to them. They said, she said you rescued them. They were rescues too. Did you say that already?
The ones we currently have were both from Foundation Rescues, and the first two that lived past 20 were kittens from a friend's litters, and they were cousins.
Okay. Well, she's saying thank you for the great life. That's what I'm getting. Thank you for the great life.
That's great.
And one of you, Fran, is it you that are you thinking of doing something different, like career-wise, or are you trying to add something onto your plate?
Oh, that might be me, Elaine.
Okay.
We're very close, so it could be either. Now, I pretty much had a great career as a coach, and now I'm teaching a little bit, but I'm enjoying life here in California. I'm originally from New York, so
Good.
you know, I'm happy.
I keep telling Denise that she has to move out here. It's like being on vacation every day.
I'm sure.
So is it Elaine that's changing or thinking of adding something on, like career-wise, something like an extra something?
Yeah, thinking about it.
Is it going to require going back to school?
No, not at all, but taking on a lot more work.
Oh, okay. Hang on. All right. I just heard just be mindful, take on the work, but take care of yourself. Do your routine, get your sleep, drink your water. Just make sure your mind's full.
And take your vitamins. That's from a holistic health counselor.
Okay.
You do a paleo diet or a vegetarian diet, but take your vitamins. No wheat, no dairy. This is a no wheat, no dairy show.
Okay.
Got it.
Do you guys feel complete? Do you have any other questions?
I think that's pretty much it. We just really are concerned for the little kitties since they're going at each other, and it's upsetting and concerning.
Yeah, it's very distressing.
Okay, so I want to just interject once more. I don't know if you heard my introduction, Fran and Eileen. I had a cat bite. I had a new cat. I never had cats before. I had my dog, and the cat attacked me, and then the dog. Anyway, long story short, the cat attacked me. I got a cat bite that was so severe that I had to go to the emergency room and get an antibiotic 24 hours later. So when I tell you that Susan is really tuned into the animals and very much cats, I can tell you that. Within 24 to 48 hours, this cat calmed down because I did what she told me to do. And I want to say within the 48th hour, the cat was like lovable again. We had to be careful. We had to be mindful because it's a cat world, it's an animal world, but she was so on target. I cannot express that she really she does help. She really does. So whatever she said.
I remember that call when we first talked. You were so frantic, and then I became frantic because I'm so empathic.
Yeah.
You were frantic about the rabies in the city taking the cat away because now they had an order to come back to your house to get that cat.
Because the minute that I said to somebody, I don't know if this is rabies, because remember, I'm very uneducated when it comes to cats. So it was my first experience that I was attacked by a cat.
Right.
And the truth is that I just wasn't, I was treating the cat like a dog, and you're not supposed to do that. And so that's just a behavioral issue that I had to learn. But the thing about it is that once I spoke to the vet's office and I said, I don't even know if she has rabies. You mention the word rabies and they have to call animal control. They come to your house to take away the cat. Now I'm in a panic because they're going to take away my cat and destroy the cat because I don't know what to do and how to be a good cat owner. That's on me. So that's where Susan came in and just calmed my life down in 24 hours. And then in 48 hours, everything was so peaceful. I could not believe it. And that's why I had to have her on the show. So Fran and Eileen.
We appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate all the good advice.
I do. Yeah, and go get that litter and let me know, email me.
Contact her again. It was great to have you. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. And I'll pray for your cats.
Okay, and we'll send a video of him on the skateboard.
Oh, yay. I want to see that too. Send it to me too.
Okay.
All right. Take good care. Thank you very much for your help.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for calling in. And I want to just take 2 minutes aside because I really want to talk about the food and vitamins for the animals. This is a holistic health show. It's about healing. For the animals, you really want to get your animals, and that's dogs, cats, and all of them, on, kibbles are not really healthy for them. And there's a wonderful documentary called The Truth About Pet Cancer, and you will learn about how the pesticides are all in the kibbles and the GMO foods, and they need raw foods. So your animals need to get raw foods on a daily basis, and raw vegetables too, fruits too, if they'll have a little bit of fruit. But you want to learn about proper nutrition that way. So raw vegetables, raw meat, because they are animals, right? They're not humans. And we want to do raw fruits as well. And then you want to give them a little bit of a vitamin. And yes, probiotics are very good for all animals. And then if they're starting to age a little bit, you want to do some kind of chondroitin, glucosamine chondroitin. Get it at a very high quality pet store. I am not fond of the chains unless you have no other choice, but you can get it on Amazon. Once you go to the health food store, to the dog store, and ask them what kind of chondroitin is good for the dog and what kind of acidophilus or probiotic can we get for the animal and the cat, the dog, the bird, whatever it is. And find yourself a really great vet. In the Northeast, I want to tell you, there is a fabulous vet that is going to be on our show, Dr. Marty Goldstein's veterinarian clinic in New York State. His associates, Dr. Jenna, is going to be on the show. She's going to be on the show sometime in October, so tune in. She's got a lot to say. I want to go back to a caller. We have a third person who's calling in. Do we have the caller on the line yet? Hello, caller. Are you there?
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Is this Marina?
Hi. I would like to get a reading for my cat.
Okay. So, Susan, are you on the line?
I am.
Okay. This is Marina, and Marina is...
What's the name of the cat?
Artie.
Great. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
She's not being rude. She's just focusing, and she's trying to listen to the cat.
Yeah.
So give her a minute.
He said he does like traveling with you, so he enjoys that a lot. he said he's feeling a little bit better. He said as he's growing up, he's getting stronger.
Wow.
And he said, "You look so beautiful today, Mommy." He thinks you're the most beautiful woman.
Oh my God.
He said, "I love to be in your purse." Do you put him, like, are you able to carry him? Is he calm enough? Because he's telling me I'm a good boy. I stay very calm with Mother.
Yes, he's a very nice boy. He's the best boy ever.
He's almost like a dog, Marina. He's like, you could really, like, put him, and he's quiet, and he's good, and he's, like, almost trained. He's such a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "I'm a pretty boy." He goes, "I am a pretty boy."
Yeah.
What kind of
beautiful.
cat is he? What kind of cat? I don't see a picture. So
This
what
is-
kind of cat?
Yeah, it is Sphinx cat.
Oh, Sphinx.
And yeah, he's very beautiful. He has beautiful eyes. He has great personality. He's very lovable. He's super sweet, but we have couple problems with him, with his health.
Yeah.
So I would really love to know if he's going to get completely better. And few days ago, I mean, like last couple weeks, he was not feeling really well. He was kind of shy and upset. So I really wanted to know how can I help him, and what can I do to make him feel more comfortable and feel better overall.
He says he's getting stronger, and he said that I'm even told by my angels, because they have angels, that as he gets older, he's going to almost grow out of this. So I hope
that would be.
I hope that gives
That
you
would be awesome.
Yeah, I think he's gonna, as he gets older and stronger, and he says he likes having all the other cats around. He gets sad when sometimes they leave, but he likes the other cats.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Yeah, I have lots of cats at home. I would love them to be very good friends with each other. And I have a quick question, if it's possible. Maybe he knows. I have couple treatments in my mind to make him feel better. Does he know if it's going to help, or should I just not bother about it?
Are you thinking of like a humidifier or a nebulizer for him to inhale?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Say it again, please. I couldn't hear you.
Have like a breathing, like a humidifier in the room. Is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah. Yes.
He's saying he would like to try that.
Okay, that's awesome.
How does the cat know what he needs?
Because cats are much.
I don't know. So
Wait, Marina, hold on. Susan, how does the cat know what he needs to get better?
Sometimes they know, sometimes they don't. You know, it all depends on. I don't know how many times they've incarnated. It's like old souls, are wiser. Just like people, they come in different. We're also different, and we have unique gifts and talents. So maybe we're not book smart like me. I always wanted to work with animals, but I couldn't get the grades. I remember when I first saw whales, I was like, I want to work at SeaWorld. My mother's like, you are not smart enough to do that, which I really wasn't. She was a really honest mother. And
But the animals do know.
Some of them do. Just like people. Some are book smart but have other gifts. Some of them come in as healers, you know. And most owners will come to me and say, yes, that's right. He is a healer. Yes, that's right. He did get me through major surgery. Yes, that's right. I did lose my husband this year. They know, you know, and some people feel differently when they communicate. You know, I've heard people say that it's telepathy, that you have an idea in your mind and you give it to the animal. They do react to that. Like if I start thinking about taking my dog for a walk, the next thing I know, she's at the door. So they they see pictures in your mind, but
Okay.
they also know everything you're thinking and what's going on in the house.
Okay, I'm going to be your last read. So finish with Marina.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he'd go for that. I think try that. I think that might really help him.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else?
No, I think that is all I wanted to know, really, about his health. Maybe
Your
he wants to
mother-
tell me something.
Okay, your mother's here and she's like, go for it. She's telling me to tell you,
Oh my God.
you're strong, go for this. You're strong and you could do
Wow.
this. So it has
Oh
to
my
do-
God, I have goosebumps.
Yeah, she's a great mom, but she's your guardian angel. You know, pray to her when you have doubts about yourself or you don't think you'll make it. Pray to her because
Yeah.
I think whatever you're working on is going to be a great success and your mother's going to help you. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh my
Fabulous.
goodness.
I didn't even know your
Yeah,
mother was
I can-
had passed.
Yes, my mom passed
Wow.
8 years ago.
Sorry,
wow.
but she's here
I'm
with
speechless.
us.
Is it the anniversary coming up on your mom's death?
It was a couple months ago.
Okay. I feel an anniversary coming up. I don't know if that's her wedding anniversary.
You're right. Oh my God, yes, it's here. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. It's your wedding, yes, on August 29th.
So
Oh, I'm
she's,
so sorry. Yes, it's your wedding anniversary with my father.
yeah, so I just want you to know that what a good woman this is. What a soul. Like she's kissing you and she's hugging you. She's very, very affectionate. And she's saying,
Thank you. Oh my God.
she's basically saying, you know, when you need me, I'm here for you. I help you with all these animals. She loves them. She loves them. She thinks they're so beautiful. And then she's saying, my daughter is so beautiful, isn't she? She's so beautiful. This woman has become like a guardian angel to you. And when you need her, she's always going to be there for you. So go for it. You know, the first thing she said was go for it.
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. These words are priceless to
Thanks.
hear. Thank you very much.
We're so glad you called, Marina. Thank you for just being there for us. And I hope
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is a great show. Thank you.
happiness and love. Happiness and love. That's what it's all about.
You are so loved, Marina.
Yeah. Thank you.
Take care of
God
those
bless you.
kitties. And we're going to ask, do you have anything else for Marina before she goes?
Hang on. No, I think we're good unless you have a question. Do you want to know anything else that I can help you with?
Oh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotions right now. I cannot even think about anything else. I think I got my answer.
That's great. Look at
Thank
that.
you
We brought
so
such
much.
beautiful. We brought lots of love and health to this.
Yeah,
this
we all
call.
love
Yes.
you. You're lovable.
Okay, so now we're going to
Thank
say
you.
goodbye to Maria. Oh, Maria, it was so beautiful to speak to you. Thank you for stopping by. I want to
Thank you.
ask
Thank
you a
you so
few more
much.
questions. Though. I have a question about my dog. Now, I've spoken to you about my dog before, but I never asked you this. So, we got him to a fabulous holistic vet finally.
Right.
Love it, love it.
Right.
Now that I know that they actually know things, I never asked you, how does my dog Ralphie feel about me bringing him to that vet and the procedure that we did for him? How does he feel? Does he feel like it's helping him?
Hold on.
Do you need a picture of him?
No, I'm okay. He said yes, but you took too long to come and get him. He's happy it's over. Did you wait? Did you get him on time? He's like, I wanted to be home.
Oh, it took forever to go there.
What? Oh.
It took like 3 hours to get there, 2 hours to get back. So
He said,
yeah.
I was ready to break out of there.
Yes.
so fast and he wanted his food, he wanted his bed, and he wanted his kitty. He must really be getting along with the kitty again.
Yeah, the kitty and he are brother and sister.
Buddies.
Yes, they are. I just wanted to know if he thinks that he's getting better from the procedure.
He's a little ornery right now. I feel like I'm waking him up, but hang on. I want to say he said, yes, but I didn't need this. It would have worked. He says, I'm healthy. He says, I'm whole and I'm healthy. My mother worries way too much. He said, you're always giving him vitamins.
The poor dog. He's got like 5 different vitamins a day. Twice a day. It's 10 vitamins a day.
Oh my God.
He's just, the poor dog. He looks at the food and he looks up at me like, really? More of this smelly stuff?
Yeah, let him enjoy it. Denise, let this guy enjoy that food. Wrap his vitamins up in a tiny bit of organic cream cheese or something.
Okay.
Let him really enjoy that delicious food because they live for that, you know?
Okay.
They live for that 1 or 2 meal a day. So don't sprinkle a bunch of smelly stuff.
All the smelly stuff on it.
He doesn't like the smell, Denise, so he's saying, could you give that to me separate? I'm happy to take it in a treat.
Okay.
But he's saying, don't put all the smelly stuff on my food. Let me smell that good food and enjoy it. He does like when you take your cooking and put it on.
Okay.
You know, whatever, like he likes your cooking. So he says, I really enjoy her cooking. Because then when you're cooking, he smells that smell and then he's not, he gets to eat what you make for the family. So he likes that a lot.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do treat him to that. Yeah.
No, that's good. I mean,
I gave
my dog sockeye salmon before salmon season. So.
Oh, that's not bad. I like that.
My husband doesn't like that very much, though, but I still do it.
Well, I want to just thank you, but I really don't want to go away yet. We don't have any more call-ins, but I do want to ask you, when you started doing this, did you have any experience with, let's say, finding animals, like lost animals? Because that's a big thing. People lose their animals all the time, and we don't know if they get, if they're getting stolen. And that's really a big thing these days.
I don't do a ton of missing pets, because it's sometimes a little heartbreaking for me, but I have had success, with locating pets. So I wouldn't say that it was more when I first started. It's probably an ongoing phenomenon that happens.
Okay.
So I hope, does that answer your question?
Yeah. Can you give us an example of a pet you found?
Yeah, there was a missing pet. It's a testimony on my website.
Okay.
And her cat, I knew the cat was close. It was gone 2 weeks. She had just moved, another New Yorker moving to California, and the cat was gone 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I knew the cat was alive, and I said, go in the garage and call that cat and put out treats and call and put out treats. And within 2 hours of the phone call, she was able to get the cat.
Wow. Wow. So it was just in the garage.
Yeah, it was just in the garage. That was a cool one.
Did you ever work with any exotic animals like orangutan? Really? No, really. Exotic animals like a tiger.
I've talked to elephants that have crossed over to find out why, for veterinarians at animal sanctuaries.
Really?
I've talked to fish. Believe it or not, I talked to fish.
Well, wait a minute. Go back to the elephant. What did the elephant say?
That was a while ago, so I can't really go into details because it was a client from a sanctuary, and I kind of, I just don't want to discuss that.
Okay, no problem. What happened to the fish?
Oh, well, no, this is a good story. It was, my name was going around in the middle of, I don't know what state. want to say Chicago, like northern someplace, and there were a lot of a lot of people rescuing dogs from the animal shelter because they were used as hunting dogs.
Oh.
But this one dog, this woman got everybody on the phone, and I always ask people, you know, what else is in the house as far as pets? Like, list everything. Well, she didn't list one pet, and the dog kept talking about the frogs, and I'm thinking I'm crazy because it's the middle of the winter. Why is this dog saying he loves the frogs, terrified of the gerbils, but he loves the frogs? And I said, why is your dog talking about frogs? She goes, oh, I have frogs. And I'm like, what frogs? Like, where are the frogs? She goes, oh, in my son's room. We've got 4 frogs.
Oh, God.
Like, oh, my God. This is like, you know, and I love that because then I could say to myself, oh, that's great. Like, you know, because I'm the biggest skeptic.
Yes.
And there was one animal, this little Maltese, in the very, very beginning, I talked to this girl on TV, and she had a Maltese in a leather jacket, and it looked like a very fancy little dog, and it was 3 pounds. And in the middle of the reading, I said, did you give your dog Mexican food? And she went, huh? And didn't talk, and then said, I did, and I never told anybody that I ate Taco Bell, let alone give my 3-pound Maltese Taco Bell.
Not a healthy snack.
No, but she said he almost chewed her fingers off, which was even funnier.
Oh my God. Oh, how funny.
Yeah.
Now, I know that you're not a healer. You don't heal people's dogs or, you know, prescribe.
I absolutely do.
Well, I mean, you're not a doctor per se.
Oh, no, I'm not a doctor, but I am.
But you are a healer, and I want you to just explain that, how you're a healer, but you're not a doctor. You don't prescribe, you know.
Well, I was called about a dog with bad medical blood work, and I worked on him. I could feel energy leave my hands, and I envisioned the dog in my lap, and I could feel the work like helping him. It's my own brand of healing. I do have a Reiki. I am Reiki trained.
Okay.
And a lot of other trainings that I have, but I don't label it because this is spirit. This is God. You know, it's not even me. I'm just being used. And the next day, his blood work was completely different.
Wow.
Like it was completely changed. Now, he did eventually pass.
Okay.
His soul was ready. You know, his soul was ready to depart, but that owner got an extra couple of days, you know, to say goodbye. So that was kind of cool.
That is beautiful.
And I keep prayer circles for a lot of sick animals and animals that are still lost, and prayer really works, and love works. You know, love is curing. Love cures.
Yes, it does.
Love is what leaves my hands. Love is what I feel for all animals. So I think that's why I do this work, because there's so much love for them. They're so fabulous, and they're here to help heal us. And animals have souls, and they have a lot to say if only people will listen.
So what do you want to tell people about like how to just talk to your animals, to try and listen to them? I mean, we all think that we know what our animals say, but how do you teach a person to like be more sensitive to hearing the animals speak to them? How would you teach me?
Well, I just think most people will say, I talk to my animal and I know exactly what's going on. And I just say, great, you know, they don't really need me. But I do think that a lot of people have that connection. And, you know, my dog is snoring.
I can't hear. I can't hear.
About that. And I feel like, you know, I think everybody has this ability. I really do. You know, people say, no, I can't do it. But I think really people do. It's just getting really quiet and meditating and having meditation practice and not having the expectation that you're going to be able to talk to an animal.
Okay.
Just from your heart, you know, I started using photographs. I had to use a photograph, and then it ended up becoming where I didn't need a photograph and I just needed the name. And you know, now I can talk to deceased people that come in. It's all like layers. It's all layers. So the more conscious you become, and the more quiet you become, and the more searching for answers inside you rather than going to gurus, because we all have the answers inside of us, and everybody feels like they need somebody else to help them find themselves. When we all have that answer, it's just getting really quiet and being okay with being alone and still. I think when I became quiet,
or we can just call you and hire you. Because I think for me and most other people, we're just going to have to hire you. And I want to just tell everyone where they can get in touch with you again. It's www.SusanAllen
psychicmedium.com, and it's ALLEN, or animalsoulspeak.com.
Animalsoulspeak.com.
Anybody from your show that wants a reading and books this week, I'm going to do 15% off.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. That's going to be for anybody who wants to book with her. Please go to Susan Allen. That's ALLEN, Medium.
Psychic Medium.
Psychicmedium.com. And just tell her that Denise sent you, and you'll get a discount.
Yes.
And I want to thank you so much for coming on. I have been dying to have you on my show. And next week, I cross my fingers, I'm waiting for someone to call me back. We're going to have somebody talking about just autoimmune hepatitis and lupus and how it's related, and all the autoimmune diseases, how you can actually reverse it with certain protocols. So stay tuned for humans next week, human scientists and doctors. And it was great to see you again. I love you very much. Thank you for coming on the show.
I just want to say one thing. You do have a very special gift with healing. And I know when I was very sick with a digestive problem, you really were there for me. And you do have that knack. And I'm very grateful to you as well. Thank you, Denise.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. What an endorsement. Have a great day. Great to speak to you all. Goodbye. Have a great day. Thanks for helping.
Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network.
You make me feel like I've been locked out of hell.
A mix of today's hits and hard-to-find favorites, combined with the most entertaining and intriguing talk anywhere. This is your sound. This is the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network at UBNradio.com.